Hey guys, I'm Natalie. Welcome to today's low impact, full body, high intensity workout. Today you're going to need a floor mat for a couple of the moves and a set of 2 hand weights. Let's start with our warm up. Start with the feet about hip distance apart. And let's set up our form. Draw the knees up towards hip height and roll the shoulders up and back for 1, 2, 3, keeping them back and down. Pull yourself up through the crown of the head, a nice long tall torso supported by a really strong core, and then start climbing an imaginary ladder. Nice big rungs. I don't want to see the world's smallest ladder, no tiny rungs. Nice and big arms, knees coming all the way up to hip height. Slowly easing ourselves into it today with this 2-minute warm-up. Let's do a few more here, guys. For 3, 2, and 1, walk the feet wider and come low, lifting the feet off the ground, and then start pulling on an imaginary rope that's out in front of you. Again, it's not a little rope, it's like a tug of war. Pull that big rope, the back is long and tall, staying low, warming up the inner thighs, the quads, the glutes. For 3, 2, and 1. From here, squat and then drive up through the heels and squeeze the glutes at the top of the move. Sitting back into that squat, sit back and drive it up through the heels, squeezing at the top. Squeeze the glutes, 2 semicircles with the arms, nice big round half circles. Squeeze it up and squeeze it up. Let's do a few more here, guys. Watching your form, knees should be behind toes. Sitting back into it for 2 and 1. Shuffle on the spot, I'll show you the first move. 2 hand weights, right leg forward, left leg going back into a rear lunge. You're gonna push, 2, 3, knee up. So 3 pulses while you're down here and then a knee up. Making sure that you're stepping back into a rear lunge. That hip's not open, it's tucked under. 2 right angles and pulse for 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, knee up, just alternating this front arm push, keeping the back long and tall. The torso is vertical on that rear lunge today, and really getting into this front glute and quad. Other side. So left leg forward, right leg back. We're gonna push, 2, 3, knee up. The rear lunge knee should be over the ankle. Here we go, push, 2, 3, knee up. Trying to bring that right knee close to the ground, not on the ground, but as close as you can, hovering it off the ground, and then really loading this front glute, and of course shoulders. 2, 3. Well done, guys. Start in a narrow stance. Bicep curl, palm facing up with the right arm. Squat, 2, 3, knee up. Here we go, squat it back, 2, 3, knee up. The palms facing up today in our giant bicep curl on the outside of the legs, and you're really sitting back into that squat and then pulsing for 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2. I'll show you on the left side. So I really want you to sit back into it. Really sit back. Imagine someone's grabbed you by the base of the spine, they pull you back, 2, 3, and up. So when you look down, your knees are behind your toes. As you're pivoting forward, the torso is long and tall. Giant bicep curls, palms facing up. Half a 1. Wide stance, come up on the ball of the foot, feet are facing out to the corners of the room. We're gonna pulse, 2, 3, knee up. On the ball of this right foot, here we go, down, 2, 3, knee up. Alternating overhead press, and then straight down into this low wide plie squat. Feet are facing out to the corners of the room, but you're on the ball of the right foot. Half a 1. Come up on the ball of the left foot. It helps you get into this inner thigh. We're working both sides of the inner thigh, but getting in on the left side a little bit more. Here we go, pulse, 2, 3, knee up, come low. After this, guys, grab your mat, and then we're on the floor, 2, 3, up, come low. Back is tall, get into it. A few more, All right, get out of that one. Grab your mat. Come down into a forearm plank. Tuck the hips under. Tap right, and then roll to your left and open up the body. Here we go. Tap the hip right, then passing plank as we come through center, rolling onto the left side of the body and opening up to the right. So plank, dip, plank, roll on the left. Plank, dip right, roll left. Other side. So making sure when you're in this forearm plank, don't let the hips collapse. Tuck them under. Roll left and then to the right. Here we go. Tap left, center, roll to the right, center. Tap the left down, center, roll to the right, center. So we're passing through plank as we do a hip dip, plank, rolling to the right, plank, hip dip. Well done, guys. 1 down, 3 to go. First move. Start in a V facing this front corner, upright row. Step squat, step squat, step squat, step squat. Doing an upright row for this teardrop on the shoulder. Here we go, to the corner, and back, and back. The feet are on a V, and you're stepping into a squat and then together for 2, and 2, and back, and back. Let's do a few more. Torso long and tall. Other side, on a V. We're working this teardrop with the upright row. To the corner for 2, and then back for 2. Here we go. Step squat for 2, and back for 2. Shoulder is back and down, really focusing on pulling up with this left shoulder. Core is engaged, torso long and tall, and step squat and step squat. Start with a narrow stance, overhead, feet are facing forward. Step squat, step squat, step and step. Super simple. Here we go, down and down, step squat, step squat. Watch our form, back, long and tall. Imagine someone's pulling your booty back in those squats. Pulling you back, pulling you back. 2, 1. So you're sitting back, sitting back and sitting back. Not up and down, back. Exaggerate that booty, going back and going back. And 2, the other way. Working the shoulders today. I'm sure you can feel we're not done yet. Step squat. A few more, guys. I've got time for 1 more each way. All right, leave it here. Okay, left arm, left leg. Come into a little tuck squat. Step it back, forward, forward. With a tricep extension. Right leg, step back, left leg, forward, forward. Right leg, back, left leg, forward, forward. This is really an excuse to do a tricep extension. Keep the elbow tucked into the body. Other side. So keep it tucked in. Back and back, forward and forward. I'm going to do it on the side. Left leg goes back. Here we go. Left, right, forward, right and right. Left back, left, right, forward, right, right. Getting into that tricep. Squeeze it back, squeeze it back, squeeze it back, squeeze it back. 2, 1. All right, guys, back into a forearm plank. Just your right leg. It's coming under for 2, plank, out for 2, plank. Here we go, under for 2, plank, out for 2, plank, under and out. So it's going under towards your left elbow and then towards your right elbow. Under for 2, plank, out for 2, hold plank. Well done, guys, other side. So your left leg. Making sure you're not letting the hips collapse. Tuck them under, protect that lower back. Going under for 2 to start with. Here we go. Under for 2, plank, out for 2. Back to plank. So we're really challenging the core from multiple angles here, working all the muscles of the core. And under for 2, out for 2, hold plank. Well done, guys. You are halfway done. Grab a drink. Back to the 2 hand weights. Second chance to perfect rounds 1 and 2. Rear lunge, 2, 3, knee up. Making sure you're coming into a rear lunge, getting that left knee close to the ground. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, knee up, pulse, 2, 3. The rear lunge is a move for the right glute right now. Try and keep that knee over your right ankle and you won't get it out. Okay, other side. So back, 2, 3, knee up. Really working the glute and the quad of the front supporting leg. Here we go. Pulse, 2, 3, knee up. Also working shoulders and core. The core is helping keep the torso long and tall and controlling these weights. Down, 2, 3, knee up. I'm sure you can feel the shoulders. Narrow stance, palms facing up, bicep on the right. 1, 2, 3, knee up. Here we go. Sit back, 2, 3, knee up. Really sit back into that squat. Exaggerate that booty, going to the back of the room. Palms facing up, 2, 3, knee up. Pivoting forward and then vertical. So the core is really helping. So left arm up in a bicep. 1, 2, 3. The core is helping move you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Moving you from this pivoting forward position to the vertical position. Keep those abs engaged. A few more. Sit back. 2, 3. Up one more. 1, 2, 3. Up half a 1. Alright guys, wide stance. Feet to the corners, come up on the ball of the right foot. 1, 2, 3, knee up. Here we go. Bring it down. 2, 3, knee up. Alternate overhead press, getting low into that plie squat. Nice and low. Down, 2, 3. Working inner thigh. So working inner thigh of both legs, but now especially of this left leg, nice and wide. Here we go, heel up. 1, 2, 3, knee up. Always coming back down into this low plie squat for 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Torso long and tall. All right, guys. Grab your mat, forearm plank, tuck the hips under. You're gonna dip right, center, and then roll to the left side of your body. Here we go, dip right, center, and then open it up. Dip right, center, and then rolling onto the left. Dip and roll. So always passing through plank in the center. Dip in and hold here on the side plank. All right, guys, other side. Just watch your form. Don't let the hips collapse under, tuck them. So roll, dip left, and then roll. Here we go. Dip left, roll onto the right side of your body. Dip left, center, roll right. So as I roll, I'm coming onto the sides of my feet, back to the center. Dip, onto the sides of my feet. 2, 1. Well done, guys. You've got 1 round to go. Grab 1 hand weight. Start in this V. Upright row. Step squat, step squat, step and step. Keeping this shoulder back and down. Here we go. Step it and step it. A nice, beautiful row with this shoulder for that teardrop shape on the top of the shoulder. Step squat, and back, Let's bring it back. Other side. So you're facing corner to corner. The front of your body is facing the front left corner. Get ready, step squat for 2. Down for 2 and back for 2. Nice big steps. Feet are always in a V. We're coming at the booty and the quads and the inner thighs from a lot of different angles. Down and up. All right, guys, leave it there. To catch my breath, feet are facing forward. Overhead press, don't hunch that shoulder. Down and down. You get the idea, here we go. Step squat, back and back. Someone's pulling your booty, pulling it and pulling it. So you're sending your butt as if it's on a horizontal track to the back of the room. And then that way, your knees should be behind your toes. So not up and down, not like this. Send it back, send it back. Here we go. Step squat, and back, and back. Keep it going, guys. And back, and back. We've got 2 more rounds. Make them nice and deep. 1 more round. And bring it back and back. All right, guys. Right leg, right arm. Tap it back, left and left. Get ready. 2 back with the right. Here we go. Back and back, left and left. Right goes back, left forward. And now focus on that tricep. Elbow tucked into the body. Squeeze and squeeze, squeeze and squeeze. This is one giant excuse to do a tricep extension. Pivot forward, knees over ankles. So not here, here. Tap it back, right forward. Here we go. Tap left, step right, back with the left, forward with the right. But really focus on that tricep. Elbow close to the body, palm facing in. Step right. Leave it at that, guys. Come down, forearm plank. Tuck those hips under. Right leg goes, here we go, right comes under for 2 and out for 2, plank, under for 2, plank, out for 2. You can slow it down if you need to, or just hold plank, under and out. Let's do 1 more set of under. Well done, guys. Your left leg, tuck those hips under. We're going to come under the body and then plank and then out. Here we go. Under for 2, plank, out for 2, plank, under, and then out. So we're going knee to right elbow, plank to left elbow. This is an awesome core move right here. It's not easy. Well done, guys. Give yourself a round of applause. That core move is not an easy move. Okay, right leg forward. Press through that left hip. Open it up, breathe into it. Really exaggerate, tucking that hip under. Breathing into that hip. Bring your left arm up, catch it in front of the body with the right, and breathe into this right shoulder. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Bring the heart rate down. Bring your left arm up, reach down the center of your back. Press down on the left elbow with the right hand, and then very gently leaning over the right side of the body and opening up that right hip a little bit more. Back to center. Tuck these back toes under. Keep the knee on the ground or lift it up off the ground in a runner's lunge. Opening up this hip. Arms come up overhead. Shoulders are back and down. Loose and relax. Looking up between the hands as you really open up this left hip. Your left hand comes on the inside of your right foot and very gently pivoting, looking under your right armpit as you stretch the torso away from the heel. Nice long tall back. Come back to center, put the knee on the ground if it's off, push the body weight back, and then flex this front foot and come forward and give yourself a little hamstring stretch. Don't worry about how far down you come, you just want a flat back. I am miles away from my shin. The idea is just to come forward with a flat back as as far as you need to feel that stretch. Switching sides, the left leg comes forward, pressing through your right hip, breathing into it. Your right arm comes up, catching in front of the body, breathe into that right shoulder, press out against this front straight arm, and then reaching up and down the center of the back, pressing down on the elbow, getting a nice tricep stretch, and very gently leaning over to the left side of your body, and then back to center, tucking these back toes under, keep the knee on the ground or up off the ground in a runner's lunge, and then swing the arms up overhead, making sure you're not hunching the shoulders, they're back and down. Look up between the hands, opening up that hip, and then bringing your right hand on the inside of your left foot, very gently pivoting, looking under your left armpit, stretching the torso long and tall. Come back to center, push the body weight back, put the knee down, flex this front foot, and very gently coming forward just so you can feel this hamstring stretch. Tapping into it, breathing into it, torso long and tall. So even if you're up here, wherever you need to go to feel it, bring the feet together. Let's slowly come up. Come into a crouch position, walking your hands up your shins, keeping the knees bent, walking the hands up the knees are still bent, up your quads, and then slowly stack the vertebrae one on top of each other, coming up, one vertebrae at a time. The head's the last to come up, roll the shoulders up and back for 1, 2, 3, 3 big arm circles for 1, 2, 3. Grab your hands, open up your chest. We've got one more little stretch to do for these quads. Believe me, your quads earned it. They deserve the stretch. Switch which hand is on top. Then come close to an object or a wall if you need to. And then grabbing one foot, pressing out the toes against the hand, pressing out this quad, really giving it a nice stretch. We always work the quads. Quads never get a day off. Well, we always work every single body part, but it feels like the quads and the shoulders are always getting an extra special workout. Shake it out, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any feedback for me, you've got any special requests, let me know. Thanks for working out with me, and I hope to see you next time.